So once again, it's been a hot minute since this little sketchbook tour thing. I'd say sorry, but I doubt anyone's like, chomping at the bit for any of these. But here we are anyways. This one's gonna be a little bit different. This is all just like miscellaneous old art I have found. Some of it dates back to Doug. Hi, Doug. Some of it dates back to before the first sketchbook tour, and some of it's from like after. I don't know. It's just all over the place. I should be working on my graphic novel right now. I am. I just needed to give my wrist a break. You can see that fat stack of inks. Working hard. Anyways, I just wanted to take a little break to go through this. It's been on my mind. I wanted to do this. This is not the only sort of miscellaneous one I have planned, but this is just, the first one, I suppose. So let's jump into it. This is the oldest sketchbook I think I have. It's either this one or this one. I don't know which one is older. There's not a lot in this one, I think. Anyways, yeah, this one, I think if I had to guess, is probably 6th grade. 6th or 7th. I have reasons for believing that. Oh gosh, wait, we skipped a page. Okay, no, it was definitely 7th grade. Because 7th grade was when I first started like copying like generic anime pictures on the internet. And that's where these eyes came from looking at just like generic anime characters. I didn't even know. They weren't characters from shows or anything. I guess they could have been. I didn't watch anime back then. But I'm pretty sure it was just like this style, whatever. Landscape, I guess. Yeah. Definitely 7th grade style, I can tell. Oh gosh. Ew. And then there's that. What happened here? It's just quite a stark contrast. That's interesting. Obviously I was like looking at a picture of this one. It's not terrible for like that age. And if you remember my first sketchbook tour, this was probably the same era as that if I had to guess, because I was doing a lot of like copying stuff I'd see. Not tracing, just like looking at it and trying to copy it. I have to be careful with these pages. They want to come out. Wait, like the song? Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeesh. This is just, I don't really have a lot to say about these. They're like too early for me to really critique, I guess. All I can do is cringe, I suppose. More fairies. I guess I went through a fairy phase or something. I don't really think I did. For some reason I was just drawing a lot of them. Yet all these pages are coming out. Ooh, ew. Disney, I suppose. Oh, these pages are so weird. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Sun in the corner. Haven't done that kind of thing in, well, probably since this drawing, I'd imagine. Maybe some others. Oh yeah, definitely similar era. Yeah, wait, I did the same font in my first sketchbook tour. Look, Pikachu, it's you. Wow. Wow. Just lovely. I don't know, I still draw sparkles like that sometimes. That's funny how things don't change. And some things do change. Yeesh. Ew, gosh. I literally don't have anything to say. Oh, did we make it to the end? We did. All right, that's over, thankfully. Goodness, did not take long. It's probably a good thing. This one exists. I don't really know where I was going with that. Oh, I think I've talked about these characters in the last sketchbook tour, maybe in the first one too. but this was from the Reckoner series. I don't remember the author's name. Brandon Sanderson. Everyone knows him for like Mistborn and stuff, I think. I've never read it. But the Reckoner series was like my thing back whenever I drew this. It's such a good series. I need to reread it. But yeah, this was the main character. I don't think this is what he looked like. I don't know that there was a description of him. So I just drew him super generic because that was, I mean, you know, all I could do back then. Yeah, okay, so that dates this. This was an 8th grade sketchbook thing, clearly. I say clearly because, like, I can date anything back to 8th grade if it has anything Undertale related. There's, like, eras. Anything from 9th grade has either musicals or Jacksepticeye. There's just, like, yeah. So, Undertale. Oh, gosh. This was the girl, Megan, from Reckoner's series. I suppose, you know, my version of her. Again, generic, really weirdly proportioned face, but whatever. Again, I shouldn't critique myself too badly. That was one of the funniest things in the world to me back then. I don't feel like explaining. Go read the book. It's really great. Or the books, plural. Undertale. More. Ooh, Pikachu. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Not oh, no. Just, oh, my goodness. This was the first webtoon I read. A friend introduced me to webtoon back probably 8th grade because I remember, oh boy, I remember talking to her because I was in the Undertale. Her sister liked Undertale, so we started talking about that, and then the conversation led all over the place, and she brought up webtoon. I was like, you should look it up. You might like webtoon. So Kind of Confidential was the first one I read. I haven't finished it because it went on hiatus for years, and then it suddenly came back. And I was like, oh, I'll have to, like, read it because I don't remember the story, and I haven't done that. I think it's over now. I don't really know. I haven't really been good about it. Anyways. So yeah, this was the first one. And this is, like, the reason I'm, you know, doing that. The reason I'm, like, at art school. Well, I was. Now I'm just about to graduate. That's really weird. Yeah, this is so... Oh my goodness. And then there's just whatever's happening here, I guess. Frisk, I imagine. I don't know what that is. I don't think I drew it. But I don't know who did. That's all that's in here. Okay, this is the next one. This one's from like all over the place. Hold on, don't look at this. Spoilers. I'm putting you down for like a second. Everything's fine. Okay, oh my goodness, that's the camera. Okay. So I flipped everything over. We're gonna like look through it. Yeah. So this was definitely my Perry grip phase. I think once again, definitely 7th grade based on that. But yeah, Perry grip music was like my thing for a while. I mean, it's still good. I just don't actively listen anymore because it's a little, I don't know, it's goofy. I drew all of my Beanie Babies at one point, I guess. So there's that. Yeah. More of them. There's Cat, Tori. I still have these. I have so many. And my mom hates me for it, but it's fine. Oh, speaking of my mom, that's her birthday. She doesn't hate me. That was a joke. Anyways, she hates them. But it's fine. Yeah. Darla. Cool. Actually, even funnier, all these Beanie Babies my mom's sister, my aunt, got for me, so sibling rivalries, I guess. Whatever. I wanted to draw my Patronus, I guess. I don't know if my Patronus is actually a fox. I just like foxes. Gosh, that's terrible. But it's fine. It's not. Nah, it's fine, I guess. Oh, learning to shade. Look at that dramatic shading. Actually, I think my cousin taught me this. You just like with your finger, smudge it or whatever. So I started doing that. Oh, there's sparkles again. Well, that's not how I draw stars. These are stars. I don't know what the dog's doing. Anyway, yep, more of the smudgy stuff. Dragon. That's not, well, to be honest, I still can't draw dragons very well, so I can't judge this too harshly. I can draw skeletons though, and that's terrible. Anyways, so probably from math class based on the Dobby. Okay, bye. Based on the graph paper. And this was, I remember. No, never mind. Why? Something. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what that's not how that works. I don't know what I was trying to say. My brain is not working, I guess. Sheesh. Yeah, interesting. I very easily could have become a horse squirrel in case that wasn't obvious. Spirit is to this day one of my favorite members of all time. In case it isn't obvious by that horse in particular, I feel like he's giving a vibe. Anyways, yeah, actually they all kind of look like, that one looks like the girlfriend. I can't remember her name. Anyways, love. Oh, I copied this. This is not my work. I mean, it is. Why did I put my signature on it if I just copied it? I don't know. If you into Undertale and Undertale fan art, I'm sure you've seen this drawing somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I wish I could tell you who the artist was, but I cannot. This is my own, because you can tell, because it's terrible. Sheesh. I don't even want to talk about the AUs and stuff, bro, please. Oh, more Undertale. This looks like it's supposed to be like a phone wallpaper or something, but I don't think I used it that way. I think I just drew all those. Meloetta! Aww. From back when I used to watch Pokemon with my brother. I liked Meloetta. She's cool. I think there's probably more Pokemon in here. Yep, here we go. I drew all the evolutions. That's Sylveon. Again, these were just kind of like copied or whatever. And we got the smudginess. I want to say these were from before Undertale. I feel like these are out of order, but maybe I'm crazy. Espeon. Vaporeon? Vaporeon? I don't know. I can't read my handwriting, and I don't remember if it's an O or an E. I'm not like a huge Pokemon person. It isn't obvious. Like, I like them enough to have, like, you know, stuff like that. But, like, I'm not a Pokemon master like my brother is. Flareon. Vaporeon. It is an O. I'm pretty darn sure. Maybe I'm dumb. Anyways, Umbreon. Glaceon. Eevee. Oh, that's cute. Leafeon. Less cute. Oh, no. I recognize this. No, I don't. Oh, gosh. I can't even with this. I don't want to talk about it. Gosh, what a phase. This I did use as my phone wallpaper for a while. I'm not even, I've apologized enough for Flowerfall. I need to just move on. Wait, you are my sense. Anyways, this was gonna be like a Mafia tail drawing, I think, that I just gave up on. Oh gosh, Dusttail. Gosh, oh there we go, more Mafia Tail. Oh gosh, just trying to get through this. Oh, this was that song. I wrote the lyrics to that band song of Flowerfell. The like, oh gosh, why I could still sing it. I'm not going to because I don't want to count myself that badly. But oh no. More Flowerfell. Blah, blah. Gosh, I spent too much time on those stupid flowers. Why did I do that? Actually, I can't judge. That's totally something I would still do. Just look better, hopefully. Ha ha ha. When will it end? I know there's, I remember this drawing because I listened to the Shara X remix of I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die on repeat. It was either that song or it was Echo? Is that the name of it? The one with the really cool animation of the fight between Sans and Gaster. Again, if you know Undertale, you know what I'm talking about. I think I listened to either one of those songs on repeat while drawing this. Just a weird memory associated with that. Hold on. Here we go. This was when I tried to draw. I tried to use watercolor, but I didn't know what I was doing. I just had like one of those Crayola kits or whatever. And this is not watercolor paper. But I mean, it things turned out well because my parents saw the interest and got me private lessons. So I got to learn watercolor, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I guess did you fall or did you let go? Dear Evan Hansen, obviously. And apparently I didn't care about this drawing enough to care about ruining it. Because on the other side we have Jacksepticeye. So now we're in 9th grade era for sure. We've moved past all the Undertale. So yeah, but Jacksepticeye is my Jacksepticeye phase in 9th grade. This was Little Nightmares, in case that wasn't obvious. Yeah. Here we go. Unfinished drawing once again, and then, you know. Yeah. There's a sketchbook that I will get to in the future that's really cute. It's got some like really cute Jacksepticeye drawings in it. I'm like, okay, I like that sketchbook. Evan Hansen. Like I said, Jacksepticeye and musicals, 9th grade. That's how you know. I have, like, see, I have these phases. What did I learned to slam on? Okay, so it's just all the lyrics to Waving Through a Window. That's interesting. I spend like way too much time on like weird projects like this, obviously. This one, okay, this is out of order because this was 5th grade. I know it was 5th grade because I wrote a paper and I did a project on Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, who is a general in the Revolutionary War. He's really cool and I love him. But I drew an actual Swamp Fox instead of him, the Swamp Fox. But this was 5th grade. So this is definitely out of order. Once again, something I found online and copied. I can guarantee you, I didn't know what a furry was at this point in my life. I wasn't on the internet enough. I was on the internet enough to like look at the art and stuff, but I didn't know what a furry was. This is like the only thing you'll ever see me draw in like this style or whatever. I think. Maybe I did more and I don't remember it. Hello. Barkaplayer. That's funny. That was his old girlfriend. I don't remember her name. There's, I don't remember his name either. The little character. The little Charlie Chaplin looking Jacksepticeye character. And then, like, these I would cut out doodles I liked and keep them to, like, put places. Whatever. So I guess whatever was there was something, was better than everything else on the page, I imagine. Oh my goodness. This is, what I used to consider my first OC. Looking back, I guess my first OCs were the characters I've talked about in previous sketchbook tours from that book series I tried to write, but like I didn't consider them OCs because I thought it had to be like a drawing thing. I don't really know. Back then. Anyways, there was a Lavender Town video that was like how to draw monsters or create monsters, whatever, create your own creature designs. And in the video she said to like just draw like a bunch of silhouettes before you settle on one. I drew one. This is probably not even the one. It was probably, I think it was on my computer. I drew one single one though, and I was like, I'm happy, and like just ignored all her advice basically. But I still draw this guy occasionally. His name is Quinn. Like I've said, that's the name that follows me because like the main character of that book series that I tried to write was like Emma Quinn until I changed it, I think, eventually to like Haven something. It might have been Haven Quinn, which is not a super great name, but anyways. But yeah, Quinn, and I named him Quinn, and now there's a future character in my graphic novel behind the screen whose name is also Quinn, which I changed a little while ago. I was like, you know what the heck, I like that name, and it's followed me this long, I might as well just, you know, keep it. It's cute. So anyways, this is Quinn, some sort of bunny thing. He actually is connected to Luca's origins, but that's for another day. I guess. I'll get into that at some point. Yes, there's a future sketchbook where I know I will explain that, so look forward to that in the future, I suppose. You can kind of see like some of these drawings are from, like, they look different. These spikier ones are the earlier ones, I think. His earlier version, he was very spiky, but then like here, I think you can kind of tell it probably went back. Maybe you can't tell, I don't really know. Dislikes injustice, I don't know. Anyways, he got like rounder with time. Maybe I'll have to draw him again soon and just see what he looks like. Yeah, this is a good way you can tell like pointier versus rounder and stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Anyways, moving on. I don't have an explanation. Probably I was in class if I had to guess. Oh, this was from, this was kind of Lavender Town inspired. I feel like you can kind of tell by the style. She did a, one of her like old creepypasta videos or whatever. I don't watch her anymore, but she still does them. Nothing against her, just the only YouTuber I watch anymore is Markiplier. But anyways, just a timing thing. Anyways, she did a read through of part of Pen Pal, and I really liked it, so I read the whole thing. I read it through like twice, I think. It's been a while. I'll have to read it again. Anyways, yeah, these were the characters from that, I guess. Another Undertale thing I copied. Once again, maybe you recognize that. And I wish I could tell you who did it originally, but I cannot. I don't know. The Little Prince. I think I was gonna watercolor this. I imagine, but oh, there's a date on this one. 2018. Cool. This paper was not great for watercolor though, so probably wouldn't have turned out well. This was like something for a class. I don't know why my parents' signs are on here, I guess. I don't know. But it was for a class, a history assignment thing. We had to like draw like a representation of like the industrial era and like the death of religion in our culture or whatever during like the, I guess the 1800s would be my guess. 17? I don't really remember. But I liked Creation of Adam, but Adam's got a gun and he killed God, I guess. cool. I don't know. And then this was just, we had to like demonstrate, I don't know what this means, but like evolution. So I did a Pokemon thing, and like the bird with the Pikachu, thank you. The bird with the short beak is gonna die because you can't get the same worms as the guy with the longer beak. So he gets chosen by evolution, this child. This isn't bad. This is kind of cute. I can't draw birds, but these are some nice birds. Yeah. Cool. So it's just, oh, there is something on this. This is like a test watercolor page, and on this side there's like a drawing. I spilled something, I think. I don't know. This was somewhere weird for a while. But it's supposed to be, this was like towards the beginning of my lessons, and I had to like practice using like masking fluid, and then like you see how salt worked when you watercolor or whatever. So yeah. More of that weird spill on this. This is just old and bad. It was from, I imagine, when Endgame came out. Maybe it was Infinity War. I don't remember which one. I want to say Infinity War just to date it back further, because I really hope it wasn't from when Endgame came out. Oh, Turnipad. This had to have been after senior year, because I don't think I watched Howl's Moving Castle until after I graduated. I could be wrong. I think it was probably the summer between senior year and freshman year of college. Anyway, yeah, Turnipads, they're cute. No, maybe it was, well, I was still in high school, because why else would it have been on lined paper? Yeah, okay. I think yeah, so it's senior in high school then. Random Pinterest girl. I think it was. I feel like I remember these drawings from, I was in an AP class waiting for a class to start and drawing or whatever. Yeah, Pinterest lady. Oh, cute. Undertale drawings that aren't terrible. Not great, but you know, these is just, I just like drawing Undertale, like, to go back and see how much I've improved. I still do sometimes. I'll just get the urge to draw sand. I was apparently upset about it back then. It's weird how much the way I draw myself has changed too. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Wop, wop, wop. My kitty cats. This one has passed away a while ago now. He's the best cat in the world. And then this is my baby, my little angel. She's kind of evil, but it's fine because she's cute. Oh, it's at the end. Ooh, this is a character, future character from my comic. It was like some of the only drawings I have of her. I have a few others, but this is her early design. Yeah, she's cool. She's not gonna be in the pirate story. She's in the one after, the superhero one. Not that anyone really knows what I'm talking about. It's fine. These are my friends as Studio Ghibli characters, which is, you know, funny looking back now that the whole stupid AI trend is going on. I was doing this way before that, because this was definitely senior year. I remember doing this in the AP class. Yeah. It's not bad. It definitely could be better. Maybe I'll try again at some point. Yeah. I have a little bit more from in the other pocket. These are from back when, before I started posting behind the screen on Webtoon, my plan was to do all the backgrounds watercolor and all the characters digital. I didn't do that because it was very time consuming. But I still have some of the backgrounds. Some of the best ones I actually have hanging up in my room, just on the wall because I liked them. They're not great, but you know, memories and they're cute and it's not bad. Some of the colors are kind of nice, but this paper, like I mentioned earlier, this paper was not good. It was just like a mixed media paper. It was not quite meant for holding a lot of watercolor, so it doesn't layer well. I tried. I didn't really know better back then. But these are kind of cute. I don't know. Yeah, those clouds are nice. And some things haven't really changed. The way I draw clouds has definitely changed, but I like this style. Yeah, the boat is terrible from that perspective. But it's fine. I'll cut myself some slack, I guess, because boats are hard. Interesting. I got very lazy with, I still can be, but with drawing like on deck or whatever. I try not to be. But yeah. Ooh, that door is nice. Let's steal that. Also, I just didn't really know. Ooh, that perspective is terrible. Didn't really know perspective at this point. And I didn't do any research on pirate ships, as I was gonna say earlier. On like what they look like. Well, I knew enough, but you know how they work, all that jazz. I don't know. Okay, last little chunk of stuff. Oh boy. Oh, well, we have some more backgrounds, I guess, unfinished, still literally with the tape on it. These probably, I think these belong in there. I'll probably put them back in there after this, but goodness. Like, I literally just straight up didn't take the tape off. So you can tell it was a kind of quick decision. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this. It's not bad. Actually, I think a couple of these might have been in, I might have put in my portfolio when I applied for college. And for some reason, I liked them. Somehow, yeah. This was not for my comic. This was just for funsies. Didn't know perspective then either. But I mean, I could fake it well enough, I guess. Like, if you stare at it long enough, you're like, okay, yeah, no, this is wrong. But, I don't know, it wasn't the absolute worst. Oh, pretty. I still like the way I did clouds back then. Hardship. I just had to do a perspective like this just recently for my comic, and goodness gracious. It's a lot. It's a lot. But you know, I did this to myself. I chose to do a pirate comic. I think I have two versions of some of these actually. I think I redid some. Because I'm pretty sure this is hanging on my wall, but obviously it's right here, so. Or maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. This was for a class project in high school. It was about I went to a Christian school, so it was about the communicable attributes of God. So it was just like little representations of like all those different things. This was a really terrible little watercolor of our old dog. We have a better one somewhere. Oh my goodness. This is Luca. This is his earliest version. Like when he had the beanie and this hair. His hair, well, I think the original version of his hair was a little bit different. So this is a slightly, like not quite original, but it's cute. And I can tell that it's from before Behind the Screen, because he was created for a different comic, and that comic was supposed to use almost exclusively like blue, green, and yellow in the color palette. I don't know why I did these colors in the background. I think I just wanted to like play with that, like you blow through a straw to make the colors. But yeah, this is a throwback. It's cute. It was a cute style back then. Oh, he only had 3 fingers, or 4 fingers, I guess. Forgot I used to draw that way. Just like a homemade little value chart. This one I took lessons just playing around with like styles, learning techniques, stuff like that. Yeah. This isn't even watercolor. This is from like 4th grade, I think. It was just from a, I don't know what's on it, book report thing, and I read some book about a kitten who drank milk. I don't really know. Unfinished little practice piece with my watercolor teacher, and that is it. Kind of anticlimactic ending, I guess. Well, while I have your attention, I have these sitting here I can show you. These are much more recent little things. Some of these you can buy on my website if you are interested. We've got this little clown girl. She's a popular one. People like this one. I like her. She's cute. We have, this is from my comic. This is inspired by a scene that will happen later on with this wonky perspective. This is not currently available to buy, but there's Shmee. Well, Shmee. And some of these, there's baby Sonora, baby Sabir. There's Robert, Smee, and Sawyer. It's just like a pirate ship. I think that's Sawyer back there. Got a little ship in a bottle. This is cute. I like this. Huh. I love that Smee gets his own portrait. Anyway, there's that. Cute. There's this one. Oh, it's kind of bent. That's not good. This was based on a picture I found on Instagram. The prompt for this project, this class, was dance or something, I think. We could choose the prompts, but I chose to do dance. So I did this, and I love this drawing. I think it's real cute. And finally, this is one of my favorite things I've done. There's a colored version on my website for sale, I believe. Oh my goodness. I don't ever draw, like I said, I'm not a furry. I don't know why I had the idea to draw these little anthropomorphic mice, rats, I don't know. But they're so cute. They fill my heart with joy. I love them. I just love this style. I want to do like a little storybook in this style. I just think it's so cute. I love this drawing. Yeah, this was kind of a mistake. Not a mistake. I just regretted it, so I think I fixed it digitally later. But like in general, cute, love, cute. So that is all. A little bonus at the end. I wasn't planning on sharing those, but they were there, so you know. Yeah. Hopefully I don't take too long to get the next get the next sketchbook tour out. I think the next one I plan to do is, my train of thought just derailed. I have a bunch of old planners from like high school, different years of high school, and they have doodles in them. So I thought that would be a fun thing to go through, and it definitely has a lot of old behind the screen characters, drawings, whatever in them. So that'd be a lot of fun to go through that and talk about that. So yeah, that's my next plan, and then after that we can get back into sketchbooks and stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Look forward to some news on behind the screen, hopefully in the future. Maybe it will have already come out by the time I post this. I don't really know. But you know, just look out for that. Yeah, thank you.